Breaking the Wall of Schizophrenia. Stephanie Vuillermot, ETH Zurich.
Thank you. Schizophrenia is a debilitating mental illness that affects over 21 million people worldwide. And the problem of this disease is that it is associated with horrendous costs, and there is currently no cure for this illness. Now, schizophrenia is associated with a wide variety of environmental and genetic risk factors, one of which is infection during pregnancy. So basically, there's a large body of epidemiological evidence showing that if a mother has a strong infection during pregnancy, that there's an increased risk for the offspring to develop schizophrenia later on in adulthood. Now, if we were to understand the link between infection during pregnancy and how this leads to mental health problems in the offspring, we could try to develop new treatments to help these patients more effectively. Now, how can we do this in a lab? We use mice. Why do we use mice? Because the brain structure and the cells that you have in a mouse brain are extremely similar, if not somewhat identical, to the human brain. That's why we can use rodents as animal models for this disease. So how do we do this? We take a pregnant dam, a pregnant mouse, we inject it with an infectious agent or a control solution, and then we look at the offspring, either at the fetal stage or at the adult stage, so at different developmental periods. And what we have found in our lab is that if you look at the adult offspring of mothers that were injected with this infectious agent, the offspring show behavioral and structural brain abnormalities which are identical to the pathologies seen in schizophrenic patients. Now, how can this happen? What is thought is that when a mom is sick during pregnancy, cytokines are secreted by the immune system. They pass down through the placenta, go to the fetus, and unfortunately, cytokines are able to bind to the neuronal cells of the fetus and alter neuronal migration and cause abnormal brain development. And the extremely interesting finding, or what we saw in our lab, is despite the fact that the behavioral abnormalities that you see in the offspring appear mainly in adulthood, we already find abnormalities at the fetal stage. So if we look at the fetal brain, we already see dopaminergic structural abnormalities very early on, even though the disease is long not present. And we are currently testing different preventive strategies to act on the fetus and prevent it from emerging into a full-blown phenotype. And with us, we're hoping to break the wall of schizophrenia. Thank you.
And need to be invasive medication, because if a mom is pregnant and you are treating her, this will affect also the fat.
You're saying what? If I treat, say it again?
The mom is pregnant, and if you are treating during the pregnancy, and it's also affecting the baby with medication.
Short answer, please.
It does, but I mean, we're testing obviously different strategies. There's never going to be the best black and white solution, but if we could find a strategy to at least, for example, a vaccination that would prevent...
Thank you.